YouTube Shorts seem to be the new wave that everyone is trying to ride. And if you are one of those people, then I guarantee that you have encountered the zero view problem that a lot of people are having. Now, I've already made a brief video on this explaining how you can avoid getting the zero views on your videos. And after going through your guys' content, I could see that there was one clear problem that a lot of you guys are facing. Now, I'm not here to re-say everything that I said in the previous video because that would make no sense and wouldn't help you guys at all. But instead, I want to go more in depth of what you guys are actually missing in your content. Because like I said, I did speak about it briefly in the other video, but I didn't go too in depth with it. So the goal with this video is to give you guys a good understanding of why this might be happening to you and how you can actually avoid it. Now, for reference, I run 2 shorts channels, and even through this terrible month of November and December, I have still not had a zero view video ever. Not even on the new channel that I started back then, or even getting super low views like 500 to 1,000. And it consists of these 3 things that I'm going to talk about right now. First thing that was super common in the Discord was people starting a new channel and instantly started posting on it. Now, I don't really know where you guys are getting your info from, or even if you listen to the people that are actually telling you what to do, but I can most certainly tell you that they are not telling you to make a new account and then start posting on it, because people will do that, post 5 to 10 videos on that account and get little views, maybe get a spike of a 10,000 view video, and then nothing else. Then they wonder why they get little to no views. And to see if I'm right, I go to their channel to see when their first video was ever made, then I go to when their channel was made. Often it will be the 2 correlating things, which is the day it was made and the day the first video was posted. Now, to solve this, just simply make a new account and wait at least 2 weeks before actually posting on it. But if I were to start again, I would at least wait a month before posting on an actual channel, simply because having a month-old channel is a lot better than 2 weeks or even 1 week. Preferably in that 1-month-old channel, you will have been scrolling and created an algorithm on that channel, so YouTube will see you as a real person and not a bot. And how do you do that? Well, you just watch videos. That's all it is. And of course, there has been cases of people starting a new channel and posting on the same day and getting views, but that is super unlikely because your videos are going to be shit anyways and won't get any views regardless. Now, let's move on from this because I am super bored of telling people to do this. And the next step is what people don't understand, or they just don't realize that they're doing it. Now, I talked about this in the other video, but I think I need to reinforce it into your guys' heads because clearly you guys didn't understand, which is the quality of your videos. Now, I'm not talking about the quality of the clip that you're using, but instead the video that you make. But I'm talking about the editing, the sound effects, the visual hooks, everything that goes into making it, because the hooks you guys have just aren't strong enough to keep the viewer, and you guys don't have good editing to tell a good story and how to keep the viewer intact on your video. But it's actually important to know what goes into a good hook and not just talking about a visual hook like the arrow or circle, because yeah, that will work, but there's also multiple factors that you guys need to keep note when making your hook. And no YouTube Shorts person ever talks about this, which is the framing of your videos. This framing can literally destroy the reach of your video if you don't do it right. Always make sure that the subject of the video is in the center of the frame, as when people first swipe on your video, their eyes are going to be directly in the middle of the screen most of the time. And if for some reason your subject is in the top left of the screen, chances are it's going to take the viewer a lot longer and harder to actually see what's going on. And the goal with your hook is to have as least resistance as possible from swiping away, because the more complex it is, the more likely it is for them to swipe away because it's just too hard. Because your goal is to make it as easy as possible for them to actually view your video. And framing doesn't just mean for the first 5 seconds of the video, as it actually has to be out through the whole thing. So this means tracking your subject throughout the whole video by adding keyframes and the visual hooks tracking them, as this will ensure that the retention is held throughout the whole video with the viewer. And if you guys want to know more about that, I highly recommend you guys go check out this 1-hour course that I made on YouTube Shorts, as I literally go through what it takes to make a very good video. And sure, it is an hour long, but I can guarantee you that you will learn something from it. Also, be sure to have the captions either in the center of the frame or slightly below it. Now, that probably makes no sense, as I just told you to have the subject in the middle of the frame. So how can you have the subject and the text in the middle? Well, you can actually do another thing, which is called the rule of thirds. Alright, let's get this straight. I messed up super bad when actually making this video. I really thought the rule of thirds meant what I was about to say, but I was completely wrong, as when I was rewatching it, I figured that something wasn't right. And I'm probably going to make a lot of photographers and I guess videographers mad when I start talking about the rule of thirds, as this isn't how you're supposed to be using it as, and what it shouldn't actually be named as well. But you know what? I do not care. This is going to be the social media thirds is what I'm going to be calling it right now. So I know this is actually not the correct term of rule of third. Rule of third is the points and the thing. If you want to know, then search it up. But technically it is right, but it isn't at the same time. So just keep that in mind when you're watching this. And if you guys pull out your phone and enable the grid function, you will see that there's 2 lines going down and 2 lines going across. And where you want to keep your subject is on the top line of the grid. And the reason this works so well is because it's been in use for years now. Because not only have content creators been using this for a while, but also movies as well. Even right now, when I'm recording this video, my eyes are on that one rule of thirds, because that's the best way to frame your video, as it's what's correct and natural to most people. And last but not least is the quality of the content. Now, it's obvious to not be using 240p resolution clips for your content, as that will not go viral at all. Now, I will say that there have been multiple times where low quality clips actually can go viral, but it definitely requires a lot of luck luck and a bit of skill into finding what videos will actually do that. And you actually have to trust that the viewer will watch the whole video. Because like I said a couple minutes ago, you want to keep it as least resistance as possible. Using low quality clips, you may as well just kiss those views that you want to have goodbye, because you will never have it. Now, of course, quality of the clips isn't the only thing that matters, but it's also the clips that you are picking to use. The number one thing to look out for is if the video has gone viral before. Because if it's gone viral once, it can most certainly go viral again. And first, you should see if the video has gone viral on YouTube Shorts yet, or if it's already gone viral on Instagram. Because the amount of times where I've been posting videos for like 1 or 2 weeks with none of my videos going viral simply because I wasn't actually looking at whether the videos have gone viral before, it's happened way too many times. Because sometimes you get caught up in thinking a clip will go viral when really it won't. Now, to be honest, I don't really see this much as a problem for you guys, as you guys actually find really good clips to use, but this is just a reminder that make sure your clips are actually viral. And if you are starting out, I advise you to use clips that have already gone viral on YouTube Shorts before instead of the other platforms, because you can easily replicate a YouTube short that you found compared to a random Instagram clip. Because if you use an Instagram clip, you don't really know what you're doing. Whereas if you take a YouTube short that's gone viral already, that's also in your niche, then you can easily just replicate and see what they did in the parts where you might not know what to do. I want to include a bonus tip on how to avoid the 0 view glitch from ever happening to you again, and also how to actually grow on YouTube Shorts in 2024 and I guess 2025 now. But you must pick a niche that's super direct on YouTube. And I've been saying this since the start of my channel. You can go back because I've seen it too many times of people going into generic niches. For example, the sporting niche. Because now you can't just be posting a video about every single sport clip that you see, because you will not be able to build an actual audience that will watch every single video that you post, as they won't know what to expect from you. Now sure, hypothetically you can get a bigger audience if you just go in a general niche such as sports, but the difference between those two things is one's going to be more loyal than the other. And if you have 1 million subscribers that only get you 10 to 15,000 views a post, compared to having 100,000 subscribers but get millions of views on every post, you tell me which one is better. I'll give you a quick example of what a lot of people try to do, which was the hopecore niche or the positive niche or whatever it is, as there was an influx of people who all wanted to do it because they saw big content creators making good views from it, but so many of them failed because 1, the audience didn't know what to expect from them, and 2, they didn't actually have a niche. What would have worked a lot better is doing hopecore stuff in the sporting niche, or doing hopecore niche inside the animal stuff. Now it's funny because these two things are actually general niches, but can actually work because it's a lot more direct than just picking one of them. And like I said, the more direct you are with your niche, the more of an audience that you'll build up and the more returning views you will have. And the finale is here. How do you actually grow on YouTube Shorts, and what should you expect? To grow consistently on YouTube Shorts, you have to be super direct in your niche or make content that has never been seen anywhere else and is not easily replicatable or copyable, I don't know. Now, one of these shorts creators that is making 6 figures a month is Zach D Films. Now, why, you may ask? Well, it's because he's one of the few creators who actually makes super high quality content, and every time he posts, he'll get millions of views every single time, simply because his content is unique. And it's not just because he has 17 million subscribers, because I've seen multiple channels that have super high subscribers that get super low views because their content doesn't have that quality to it. And if anyone tried to recreate it, it would just take them a lot of time to actually make the videos, or it would take a lot of money. Let's say you were able to get into the niche, there was a super high earning potential in it, as Daniel actually managed to do it and was able to make some good money with it. You should actually go watch that video because you might learn a few things from it. Now, one more quick example is music media. Their videos are crazy now. It's like watching a full-on movie in 30 to 60 seconds. And the reason is because they've been consistently evolving their editing to make better and better videos each time, making it harder for your average Joe to compete with them. However, when they were around 1 million subscribers, I was able to make an account called Here's Freshie, and I attempted to recreate their editing style within a different niche, which is the wild and out stuff. And I was able to actually find success in it. But I'm telling you guys right now that those videos take a lot of tedious time and would take a lot of money to actually scale past it, so I don't have to teach someone how to edit in that style. Now, am I telling you to make these super high production videos just for 30 seconds of fame? Hell no. But to actually get consistent returning viewership on your videos, you need to have something different about your channel. Why would I watch your video compared to someone who has a lot more subscribers and views than you? And to learn more about that, you're just gonna have to wait to find that part out.